know here okay, now the side being 10, okay, now this side being 10, this side being the hypotenuse. Okay, now we draw your form. Now you plug in your values starting with your hypotenuse, or your side of your equilateral triangle. 1, we plug in a 10 in place of 1. Now here, for this side, which corresponds to dB, which is half, 1/2 would be 5, or 10 times 1/2. Now here the height, or h, would be the square root of 3/2 times 10. Or the square root of 3 over 2. Half of the square root of 3. So here, we know we can find our value for the height, h. So we say h is equal to 10 square roots of 3 over 2. Or h is 5 square roots of 3. So 5 by the square root of 3 is equal to 8.660, and it goes on. So we can say 8.66 or 8.6 or 8.7. Okay, now that symbol here with the dot above the equal sign means approximately equal to. Now next, I should have just showed you how to apply this to any equilateral triangle. So here, these numbers represent how the parts of an equilateral triangle relate to its side. So here, if the side is 10, then the height is going to be 10 times the square root of 3 over 2. Or it's the square root of 3 over 2 times the side. Okay? And they're always going to be, they're going to be smaller. Or a number less than 1, because for a right triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. Now, to show you, I just want to do that one first. Now, most people aren't used to seeing this method. This is simple geometry, displayed with algebra. Now here we're going to use the triangle theorem attributed to Pythagoras, in which you would get 10 squared. You get 10 squared is equal to 10/2 squared. Okay, plus the square of the height. Okay, now we want to simplify for the term. That's 5 squared. But before you can simply move it to the other side of the equation first. That becomes h squared equals 10 squared minus the square of half of 10. So we get the square of h is equal to 100 minus 25. Or h squared is equal to, or the square of h is equal to 75. Now we apply the square root principle. So you get h is equal to the positive or negative square root of 75. Okay, or you could say square root of 3 by 25. Okay, the positive or negative square root, which equals a positive or negative square root of 3 by the square root of 25, which is just going to break it down into 5. Okay, 5 square roots of 3. Now, of course, the value, okay, cannot be negative. So we know our answer is 5 square roots of 3. Okay, which when we calculate, okay, comes out to 8.660. Okay. Okay, now here we have a rectangular figure, and we want to find the area, okay, of the triangle. Then we want to find the area of the entire rectangle, and we want to find the area of the rest of this region, the unshaded region. Okay. So here, the triangle is we say this triangle is an isosceles, has 2 equal sides. Okay. Here we're going to say rectangle is a length of 8 and a width of 6. Okay, and each side of the triangle is 5. Okay. So we say, what is the area of the rectangle? Okay, we also want to know what is the area of the triangle. Okay. And also, what is the area of the unshaded region? Okay, so the area of the rectangle, that's given by the formula for the area of rectangles, which is length times width, which would be 8 by 6. Okay, and that's reported in units, in square units. Okay, so the area for a triangle is the base times height over 2, or 1/2 base times height. Now the base here for our triangle